Nick.
No.
You know what? I don't think you have a solo in the guy song anymore.
No, I didn't need Dumber, and then...
There it is. There it is.
Fish. It looks like a pimple someone put in a shitty dress. Want to learn my signature so you can help me sign all these?
No. 2.
Why did you decide to join/audition for Rhapsody?
I've always been a performer. Something I've always enjoyed doing since I was like 6 years old. So got involved with the theater, went to the interest meeting and stuff, but then I heard a cappella group. I had a very small exposure to that in high school, so thought might as well give it a shot. But then I went to the winter concert because I initially didn't get into the group. So I went to the winter concert, like I need to be a part of this. Next semester rolled around, they had an opening, and I was like, I need to get this, and I practiced for like a week. And here we are.
I auditioned my spring semester. I was really quiet, actually my entire freshman year of college. And my fall semester, I didn't really do anything. But I'm a commuter, so I live at home, and I was never really around to, I wouldn't say I didn't have friends, but like I wasn't in anything my first semester, so I didn't really make new friends who had the same interests as me. And then I had a friend who was in Rhapsody, and they were like, we're actually having a few auditions for some of the girls' parts, you should really do it. And I was like, music, that's my thing, like that's my major. So I showed up, and there was like me and I think like 5 or 6 other girls, and I auditioned, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. I'm really happy that I decided to do it. And then I met a whole bunch of new friends who like to sing.
I didn't get involved in anything my first semester, freshman year, because I thought college would be really overwhelming for me. And as it ended up, I was the kid that was always busy in high school, so not being involved in college did not satisfy me at all. So I was looking for a way to get involved, and I saw that they had an opening for an alto in Rhapsody, and I had heard about auditions in the semester before, but I just wasn't ready to dive into all this new stuff, so I hadn't done it, and I just decided, hey, why not, and ended up auditioning and getting in, so that was awesome.
I decided to join Rhapsody because I always loved the idea of being in an a cappella group, whether it was co-ed or all guys. From high school, I always wanted to be in one, and we didn't really have one at my high school, so when I came here and found out we had one, I was like, yes.
Justin was like, I can't do that off the octave in all my life, and I was like, you're doing it.
Well, I looked at him.
You're doing it.
On Sunday, I looked at him like, do it. He's like, all right.
At a beauty salon, had a baby Louis Vuitton under her arm. She said, I can tell you rock, I guess that's why you're charmed. How come every time we wrestle, we do it really much?
What are some of the best moments that you've had while being part of Rhapsody?
Oh man, all of it. It really is, it's probably the thing I put the most heart and soul into in school. I'm supposed to say grades, but that would be a lie. Rhapsody is definitely what I dedicate most of my time to.
Definitely the competing we've started doing over the last few years. When I first joined, we never competed. We started my second year, so my sophomore year, and it's definitely been different. It's kind of cool to see other like colleges and other groups just doing their own thing. They have their own like vibe and their own presence, and I think we just kind of bring something new to the entire table being such a large group. And then also I just love our shenanigans in rehearsals. It's just amusing, little jokes we have, little fun moments that can't ever be made again, but still it's just something that I really enjoy.
Chris Betzer, the musical, was a great achievement for this group. That's all I will say.
Hearing an arrangement that I have done for the first time being sung by actual voices. So when I arrange music, I'm arranging on the computer, and it has a computer drone kind of thing that just sings it on all. And I get really excited. I mean, I pour weeks, sometimes even months into arrangements. So hearing it for the first time with the actual voices that I'm intending it for is absolutely amazing. I can't wipe the smile off my face after I hear it, and I want to keep doing it over and over again.
One of my favorite moments, probably the first time I taught my favorite arrangement, Resistance. I worked on that for hours and hours and hours. And I was so worried about how it was going to turn out because it was only my second arrangement with the group and I hadn't been entirely satisfied with the first one. And then everyone started singing it and it got put together so well and I was like, wow, this is so great.
No. Just like this. Ta-da! I did it.
And theme.
Is there anything that you're going to miss when you have to leave Rhapsody, and why?
I'm just gonna miss two big. One is just singing in an a cappella group. I mean, that's one of the best things I've done since I've been here. It's one of my all-time favorite things. I never reach 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday night and I'm upset to come to rehearsal. It's always a great experience, even if I'm having a bad day or I'm sick like I am right now. It's just a joy to be around these people, and that ties into the other thing, which is just I'm gonna miss everyone. I'm gonna miss people that are graduating now, people that are graduating before I leave next spring, people that I'm gonna leave behind, and people will get in the group next year who I might not get to know that well. I'll just miss working with a lot of great singers.
The people, first and foremost. We are a family, you know this. We're a very close family, and it's weird having to think in 6 months I won't be here anymore. I'll be getting my goodbye song after that, singing the last 2 songs, and that's it.
I'm gonna miss everyone as a group because at its core, Rhapsody is a family, and they're the people, my closest friends are in this group. And I mean, I've still got at least another year. I'm not graduating this spring. The earliest I'm graduating is next fall. So like I've still got time here, but at that time I will have been here for 4 years. And I've seen people come and go, and like I'm really not ready for it to be my time, like, because then I have to go to the real world, and I probably won't be in a cool a cappella group. But I'm gonna miss the people. I'm gonna miss all the experiences I get to have with everyone here, because we don't just hang out here and practice. We go out to Denny's and we have our scavenger hunts, and I think that's just made us all really close, especially in the past few years. And I'm gonna miss that a lot.
I'm gonna miss every single person because I have formed a bond with every single person that has been in this group. That's not even just the group now. I mean, as I've seen people leave, it makes me so sad to know that they're not here anymore because I formed the same kind of bonds with them. So this is like a big jump though for me, because it's not just a couple people leaving to graduating, like I'm graduating. And that's so scary.
So it will be this. And then we're gonna come in on the stop claps where I told you to mark it. We're not gonna go through the entire thing because it's really long, and if we run this long, then we'll do it then. But I just wanna make sure we can pick it up.
When you leave, what do you want or wish Rhapsody to do?
By the time I graduate and leave Rhapsody for good, I hope the group is a little more viewed on a professional level as an a cappella group. I know we aren't a small school, which may make a lot of people, even people in the group, think we can't be a huge popular a cappella group like Straight No Chaser or like a lot of other groups that started as college a cappella groups and still are, but I feel like if we put in the right time and effort and practice and take on a lot of new strategies, we can get close to that level. We always have talented people in the group. Even when someone leaves who was a staple of the group, we always get great new people. We won't skimp for people on the group. We already have that great attitude. We won't take less than we know we deserve as a group, which is awesome, because if we were settling for anyone to be in the group, no one would be happy, and that would be bad for dynamic.
Nothing goes back to the way it was before. When I first joined, when it was not as close, people not getting along as well, stupid, petty things always happening. I don't want there to be any, like, dictator, so to speak, in charge of the group. Like, I feel like I haven't done that. Allison hasn't done that. I don't think anyone's really had that experience in the last 2.5 years, but I don't want it to go back to that, but I would love for the group to compete again still, if they want to, of course. Just grow as musicians. I don't think the group needs to get any larger because that'd be too many people and just be crazy. It would be fun, but you know, just would be a little hectic.
I want them to continue growing. I know there's always, I don't really like the idea of you can always keep going, because at some point, like if you set your bar like all the way here, you're like, oh, we have to get members that are better than the members we have now. I mean, there's only, that's gonna flatten off sometime, but I would like them, I think in the past few years, especially with Allison as our music director, we've really flourished. We do competitions, we do so many performances, and I would like to see everyone remain really close and working together as closely as we do now. I think that's really good for the group, and I think that's what makes us great, is that we do have that bond and we like working together.
When I leave, I want the group to see a future without me. And to me, that means that, you know, I'm one person, and I feel like I have had an impact on this group, but it's not the end of the world that I'm gone. I want the group to keep thriving and to keep having that family bond. I don't want it to be gone because I'm gone. So like we talked about before, how I kind of feel like I was there when the family bond started, I don't want that to end. I want it to get stronger. I want you guys to stay like that. I want to come back in 5 years and see people that I've never met before be the same kind of Rhapsody that we are. And that is probably what's gonna mean the most to me.
Bang bang. I didn't say anything.